live in Washington, D.C., right outside of the Capitol, the United States Capitol. Down the way from the Washington Monument. Very quiet, 10 o'clock. Seems like it's later. The question tonight is, we are here live, Washington, D.C. That's right, even Joe thought he had to go. Yeah, he was in trouble. I don't know how his replacement's gonna do. She went along with everything Joe did, and she was obviously part of the problem. Joe clearly had issues, mental issues, 4 years ago during COVID, and he hid in his house. Singing great tonight. It's quieted down here. Earlier, I was in Kensington, Philadelphia. It was unbelievable. People everywhere with needles. Yeah, I didn't see that. There is the Washington Monument in Kensington earlier. One of the videos, of course, I recorded was a person who was practically dead on the street, and then an EMS tech was standing there, gave the person a shot, and the video was that person recovering from dead to reaching up to her friend, and then her other friend is yelling at me, "Stop recording, dickhead." I thought it was necessary to record. I have no problem with recording. That person who was dead and then came back alive was laying in the road, Kensington Ave, in the road, dead, till they got the probably Narcan, apparently from the EMS, and then the person came alive, and I was able to record that. I would have recorded more, but obviously people staring at you could become unsafe very fast on Kensington. Fascinating neighborhood. I wonder, I don't know myself when Kensington Ave went bad. It's unbelievable now. Obviously it was not bad. Tommy? Who's that? Not DCOM 20. Served honorably in the United States Navy, overseas. Had it in the contract to go overseas. Japan. 2 ships. The commie wouldn't be recording the heroin addicts dead on the street and posting it. I'm thrilled that I got that video. I've been laughing about it all day. I think it was the highlight of my day. Recording that person laying there dead in the street to back alive, and then somebody screaming at me, "Stop recording, dickhead." I thought it was hysterical. I loved it. Still laughing about it. Commies don't do that shit. Shit, what you talking about? Honky? The woman. Yeah, the woman. Yeah, sorry, my problem. My apologies. Yes. Yeah, she probably was. I think that whole row was, yeah, a lot of communists. Jim Jones, Democrats would be a lot of those people, right? Uh, they would all, a lot of those people would have got on a Jim Jones bus and went down to Guyana, down to the jungle, and had some of that wonderful Kool-Aid. You know, they would have. Jim Jones was all about USSR. They would have followed him. All I can say is, I'm here at the United States Capitol. President Donald Trump was shot in the head by a donor to the Democrat Party. Because of his superior skills at dodging bullets, he is alive. And I can only say, I'm going to walk over to that building here in a little bit. Actually, a little bit. What am I talking about? That sounds weird. I'm going to walk over to that building now. I just would really hope that the big D wins against Miss Harris or anybody else. Probably another communist. Not Kamala, but somebody else. But I hope the big D, Donald, wins. For gosh sakes, and let's just hope that he ends up in that building and gives us a talk to all the government leaders. I went to Daytona 500 the year after I got out of the Navy. I got out of the Navy in March, and the next year in February I went to the Daytona 500 with a pal from high school and one of his buddies from college, and I vomited in the stands at the Daytona 500. Yeah, it was banished. I was not banished. I got up and went to the back. That was a long time ago. Wow. We're going to continue to walk to the Capitol. I was in this Capitol a couple years, 3 years after 9/11, and there was a lot of guys, not a lot, there was some guys standing there with really cool looking submachine guns. And I actually got a picture with one of them. I didn't. I was 10 steps below. I am not going out of this tourist area. Coming into the city today, I went to a Five Below looking for water and a Lowe's, and I was a minority big time. There was one of those gunshot detectors in the parking lot. I will not be going there tonight. My car is parked halfway to the Washington Monument, or past it, on the main road. I'm just on the other side, and from there, but yeah, I will not be going in that area. I'm going to stick around this area. There's a camera there. This is DCOM 20. This is Washington, D.C. I was in Kensington earlier today. It's unbelievable. It was shocking. I guess I could have pulled over and changed my life forever by parking the car. There's plenty of parking there. Found, I'm not even sure what I'd be looking for. Heroin, I guess. I guess I need a needle. I don't know. And joined those people there on the in Kensington. However, I did not go that route. I saw two young ladies. I did not get a chance to record them. I really did wish I could have. I wonder if I'm supposed to be here. Guess so. Yeah. Your car can't get in here. However, I am DCOM 20 and they have exceptions for me. I will tell them I have cocaine for the White House, which was found there not long ago. Somehow that's still not an issue. Just mind-boggling. Cocaine in the White House, and like, that's all right. Last time, that was yesterday. I have numerous videos on DCOM 20, the YouTube channel, from New York City last night. It was about 24 hours ago. DCOM 20 was in New York City. Wonderful evening. It was slightly cooler than now here. Just a marvelous night though in Washington last night. I was at 247 Mulberry. That is the old Gotti hangout. I was right outside of there. Mulberry Street. It's certainly changed a lot. Very safe now. If it ever, I guess it probably always was. But I don't think there's a lot of mafia there, to tell you the truth. Maybe somewhere, I don't know. But coming to Washington here today from a rest stop somewhere outside of New York City, Maryland. A lot of traffic today. Yeah. Yes. Interestingly, I find a lot of murals to Donald Trump. I would like to stop at more of them. It's amazing. They seem to show up all over the place. Murals to Donald. Yes, the murals to Donald Trump, they are widespread, obviously showing their support to Donald and their appreciation for giving up so much to run for the presidency and really get shot in the head. That's what he's given up. He could be golfing all the time. He does it for the people, obviously. Yes. I'm going to stay in this tourist area. A high-ranking government official was just killed. Like one of these, like a Democrat employee. Look at that. Not far from here. And I'm not going to go property of Capitol Police. No. Oh, wow. I bet you this was where those lunatics on January 6th. Oh, there's two dudes right there. There they are. First Amendment audit, people. I am sweating up a storm. I just checked my Garmin watch. I am 30% acclimated to the heat right now. That's, I'm sweating all over the place. So there's security. There's security. It's great here. You know, I got here today and I started walking down the mall. And I was just, you know, it's just a great moment to be an American and to have the freedom to pull up my phone, you know, and just stand here like a weirdo. I'm sorry, a journalist pulling a important First Amendment videos. Just like those folks. Important. So, as I was saying, it was just really wonderful. And this was down, I was just past there where I'm parked, so I still got a ways to walk, which is fine. I need it. But I'm walking here and I have my phone, and it's just wonderful to know that really, if you know, you can really do a lot and they're not going to bother you. Like staying here with a camera and do this, it's just great. Earlier I like to read about North Korea sometimes, and obviously, you know, well, most places you can't do this. That's just wonderful. Looks like the POW flag beneath the American flag tonight. Sunday, July 21st, 2024. I've walked 17,500 steps today. That is really good. Kensington Ave today in Philly was just amazing. Just wow. There's a security guy. He's probably sweating. I don't know. He could be acclimated. I am not acclimated. I'm sweating. It's a great night here in Washington, D.C. Thought there would have been more people. I don't know. Since Biden chose to not run, I thought there would have been more hoo-ha, but maybe it was during the day. Actually, I'm going to walk over towards the White House. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. That was the round trip. So yes, I parked down there. I went all the way to the Lincoln, Abe Lincoln, where he's seated. Went inside. I believe I posted some photos of that. Honest Abe. Incredible, great American. Another great leader who got shot in the head. Abe did not see that scoundrel come up behind him, sadly, and that was the end of Abe. There it is. I actually like Rochester. I like New York State. I was in Kensington and Philadelphia today, and I'm driving from there, and it made me realize Rochester's kind of, it's a small city. A lot of people know each other. I don't know a lot of people there, but co-workers. DCOM 20 loves all his viewers. There's so much to see there on Kensington. I went back and forth a couple times because it's fascinating. I didn't go to that Bell Declaration of Independence. Oh, Jesus, shit. The hell is that? Oh, Christ. That's like a, oh my God. Oh, yeah. Yuck. That looks like a rat. That was a rat. Oh, God. Or a chipmunk. Yuck. We're going, oh yeah, I gotta go back here. We're gonna go find out where, I saw in a book. Oh, I just, the audio book on the way here, listened to David Baldacci's first audio book, Absolute Power. It's absolutely unbelievable. Great. It's on YouTube. I do subscribe to YouTube Premium. So I have the commercial free. I'm going to cross this. And I can close my phone and so on. And, but in another, someplace else, I read presidents don't even stay in the White House. It's more of a, like a tourist thing. It's like a monument. And it's far too insecure. So presidents stay someplace else, multiple places, any place. I don't know if that's true. Mice, not rat. That was big. Yeah, that was a heck of a lot bigger than a mouse. I had mice in a apartment and years and years ago. That was a small rat. Wow. They're in your, oh yes, that's lovely. I had a buddy a long time ago. He was a Vietnam veteran. He had a camper up in the hills from where I'm from, and me, him, and others would be sitting there watching a movie, and next thing you know, he'd pull out this little pistol and bang, shoot at a little mouse. Serious. It was great. It was good times. I gotta find the White House. Here's the Capitol. It's beautiful. It's a great night tonight. I walked in over there, just to the left of that machine right there, and walked around up to the Capitol. Saw 3 guards out front, 1 guy at the bottom, leaning on the fence, and 2 of his buddies up on the up higher. Tour bus. These are for rent, credit card, then you can't walk. It's DCOM 20, Washington, D.C. It's the Capitol right there. We were just at the steps, as close as we could get. We did a great First Amendment audit. Not really, we just stood there recording, and one of the cops was leaning against the fence, and two of his buddies were up higher chatting. It's a great night here in Washington, D.C. as of right now. I have not walked 18,000 plus steps in a day in a long time. Well needed. Still quite warm. For my car, I brought 2 bottles of water. I drank 1. I didn't bring any money, so I didn't stop for ice cream. There's ice cream trucks all over the place around here. Earlier, where's the bicycles? The Kensington, if you see the video on the DCOM 20, that's where I gotta go.
I'm just going off. It was fine. But I thought it was normal. That's whatever. Wait, that's what my dad doesn't do.
It's like whatever. I was on Kensington earlier. I saw 2 young ladies. They looked alright, except you could obviously see that they were drug addicts, and they, there was people everywhere just shooting needles, the needles, everywhere, up block after block after block. It's unbelievable. But every day, the ambulance there. Obviously, got the one video. I'm gonna get on the sidewalk. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's a place to go if you got a drug problem. Wow, it's unbelievable. 2 cops, beat cops, were walking around. So, and I pull in there, and I big fan of the series The Wire, based out of Baltimore, and this is, I believe they in a series I haven't watched in a while, Little Amsterdam, where just put all the heroin in one spot, and it looks like, I guess the dealers are the people who aren't standing there with needles or dead, passed out, or just laying there. Yes, Washington, D.C. Yes, that's the capital. Costs a lot of money to get a seat sometimes for a new person, or have some skill. I don't know. AOC's cute. And she's a good politician. She got that seat. She's a cutie. Plus she gets on TV a lot. Darling little girl. That's right. That's right. I am not in the United States of America. Or, I don't know. District of Columbia. Earlier, I was in Pennsylvania. And then I made my way here. Heavy traffic. Madison. And 4th. There's the Capitol. Yeah, this is stupid. I'm going. Tourists, so long. I heard on Jimmy Dore a few days ago that Biden was stepping down. That's where I heard it first. That was days ago. And shoot. I may have heard it. I don't know whenever Jimmy had it on. Thursday, Friday. I don't remember. But Jimmy heard it from others. I go to Drudge Report a lot. At least check a headline. Looking for the monument, Washington Monument. Capitol's back that way. I'm not going to check a map. And so every time I would go to sleep, I would turn on the phone, check somewhere, YouTube, various channels, or Drudge, New York Post. Actually, who's that? Forgot who it is. The former Fox girl. Shoot, I don't forget. Who's on YouTube? Does a lot of videos. Then, lo and behold, Joe's out. All of his old reliable people, Hollywood types, the really big donors, the people who can have parties and bring in a lot of money for Joe, Democrats. There's a guy sitting up there on the steps. I don't even know what building that is. It's not the White House. If it is, I'm really too close, and this is bad. I'm going to start getting beat any second. I'm going to get a drink of water. I wonder if this works. Yes. That is water. Excuse me. Whoops. That's not what we want. Does anybody know what building that is? The guy's sitting there. National Gallery of Art. National Gallery of Art is in this building to my right. They're not going to let me in, so I'm going to move on. I'm sure there's fabulous pieces of art in the National Gallery of Art here in Washington, D.C. It's not a state. District of Columbia. Actually, not in the U.S. You're in the District of Columbia. It's not part of any state. Kelly. Of a Pentagon. I believe that. My Garmin watch half hour ago said I am 30% acclimated to the heat here in Washington, D.C. There was sweat coming down my nose right now. If you were here earlier, you would have seen me before the sun went down with a blue bandana on. People were looking at me like I was not normal. If you come here to Washington, D.C., people generally are not wearing bandanas, or actually it's a blue handkerchief thing. One of the Crips or Bloods, I believe it was the Crips, had that. Well, that's what I had on my head as the sweat was running down. Now it's in my pocket. Megan Kelly, thank you. Yes, that's right. Megan Kelly, wow, is on YouTube. I do subscribe to her and have the notification on when her videos suit National Gallery of Art. So when her videos come up, are published, they do show up, and that's one of my things that I do check in the beginning of the day. Doesn't mean I'm going to watch her videos, but I am going to watch what she publishes, and that there, Jimmy Dore, Drudge Report, New York Post, that's the places. Where am I? Madison. Let's get out of that light. Madison and 7th. Of course, Madison Drive, named after President Donald Trump. If you didn't know that, you may not have known that. Just like almost all murals in Rochester along the East Coast are obviously painted recently to show the support for President Donald Trump, who is running again. Actually, I gotta walk away. Let's hope he stops. Washington Monument, straight ahead. What's this over here? I'm parked down that way, so I am heading. That's a sculpture garden. I had Auntie Anne's pretzels at a rest stop earlier. Goddamn good. There we go. That would be a four-wheeler. That would not be a tourist. I would believe that would be a local. That would be a Democrat. That would be somebody, whoever is on the Democrat ticket, that guy is going to vote for him. It's Washington, D.C., so he's probably going to vote twice. I'm going to try to find the White House. Oh, all right. One viewer left. I'm going to turn this off. Thank you for now. Decom 20 out.